This young man, his name is Jere Johansson, is from Finland, and for the last just over a month now, you've been...
I think so, yeah.
Yes, you've been collaborating as our intern from Marbella now. All I can say is, bravo. I am so impressed with you and so grateful because you've actually given me a wonderful summer.
And you've given me a wonderful summer.
You enjoyed it? Are you enjoying it?
Absolutely, no.
Is it what you expected?
No, I don't know what I expected. Not at all. It's... I think that's why I came, because I didn't know what to expect, and it's always fun to be in a kind of little cloud of mystery, and it's been wonderful. I've learned so much. I don't know what to say. I was writing the piece yesterday about what I have learned, and it's difficult to start putting it together into one bit of paper when there's just so much and so many different feelings and emotions. And
you're studying journalism in London University.
Yes.
Well done for that as well.
Thank you.
But you've actually are a little Marbella baby.
I am.
You've been in Aloha since you were 3.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about growing up in Marbella, how it's been for you.
So my parents escaped the cold of Finland 6 months old. They first went to Marbella and they stayed there, and I thought, this is not our place. And so they looked for places, and we found a little place in San Pedro, and I've been there ever since. And they said, let's put you into Aloha, let's learn all the languages, learn anything really. And growing up in Marbella, it's wonderful because it's so international, and it's you throw it around saying it's international, but it really is something so important. Because when you then go to other places like London, which is also really international, and you say, oh, I've met someone like this, oh, I've met someone from your country as well. And it's not only that you've met someone from the country, you know how to act around them, you know what to do and what not to do, which is so important when you get into communications, when you get into journalism or anything really, or like even if you're a waiter somewhere, like you know, oh, this is a Singaporean family, for example. Oh, I have a friend from Singapore. I know what makes them laugh. I know what they're interested in. I can tell them, hey, there's a museum over there that might interest you. It just helps.
Is there a very mixed then international community in Aloha? Is it not just English?
It's 46 nationalities last time I checked, which is insane. My friend group, we had an English person, a French person, my best friend's Australian.
Did you get to mix much with the Spanish community? Because not all the foreign kids do.
No, I did. I thankfully did, because both my neighbors when I was growing up were Spanish. And they taught me football, they taught me Spanish, they taught me to hate Real Madrid and to love Barcelona, you know, all these typical things. All the food. So I've been lucky enough for them to be my other parents, really, of growing up into...
That was literally thanks to where you live, that you had that Spanish community around you.
In Aloha, it's different. You know, I talk to the Spanish people, but it ends up being who you're friends with. So I ended up being friends with Germans, with Dutch, I have a Dominican Republic friend. It's just from everywhere. And the Spanish group, you know, if you're... That's the thing, you have the options. If you like that person, then you can stay with them. If you don't, then you can find any, and it doesn't matter their nationality, of course, but it's always nice to have a different nationality and then go to their house and try their food and their culture.
That's the nice thing here. I was always saying we should organise like exchanges, because you could go and stay in France by being in Marbella. You can go to Germany being in Marbella. You go to Finland.
Exactly.
Like when I went to your house, it was so lovely because Minnie made these lovely like Finnish snacky things. It was just so exciting to be somewhere different.
And because this place is so international, we get to go to Swedish shops, we get to go to Finnish shops, where we can get these things, bring them to our house, and bring Spanish people, English people, any kind of people into our house and let them try the things. I went... a Mormon family came over for their missionary work, and their son went to our school. So I went to an American house, which I'd never been into, well, an American house in Mijas. And well, we had honey glazed turkey and cake for breakfast. It was all very how I imagined Americans would be, and it was very interesting and wild.
That's funny because my friend Vanessa, she's a Belgian Business Community Club president, and when I take her something very English and I say, "How are you doing?" she goes, "It's interesting." It's like, no, she's not having fun. Well, no, she's not having fun, but it's interesting. It is interesting.
It's interesting, and sometimes it's interesting in the English way when we say interesting in the I don't.
Interesting.
It's interesting in the way that I'm going to have it for the first time, but I don't think I'm going to have it again, which is always like that. But then there's actual interesting things, which are like, wow, this is actually very amazing. That you
I found it interesting, as we're talking about interesting, surprising, that Finland is not, as one ignorant person like me, very typical English, with please I apologise to my educated English compatriots, that Finland is not like Norway, Sweden, that apparently is a completely different, not Nordic in that respect.
No, we're not Scandinavia. So that's when people usually, part of the Scandinavian countries. And we're like, no, we're not. Which is completely fine. I thought we were part of Scandinavia until my grandparents told me that we're not. And that's just completely fair. So it's Sweden, Norway and Denmark. But then Finland's to the side because we have such a different language.
Yeah, you said it was very similar to Japanese and Hungarian. It was like a mix of...
Hungarian, we have a weird connection. No one's been able to figure out yet why our language is so similar. And then I've been walking around in London, there's a Japanese couple behind me. I turn around because I think it's Finnish. And then I have these very Japanese looking people behind me and I thought, oops, that's a mistake.
Have you studied Japanese?
No, not at all.
Well, maybe you should. It should be easier for you by the sounds of it.
Possibly. But it's those harsh sounds that then Swedish, Norwegian and Danish people don't have. They have very soft and bouncy words and we have very harsh and a lot of K's and double consonants.
So you speak Finnish,
yes.
You speak English, you speak Spanish as a base.
And then German.
Das ist good.
Das ist sehr gut.
Das ist a clever boy.
And now I'm learning Russian.
What? Now you're learning Russian?
Yeah.
Хорошо. I can say that, that's good in Russian. Хорошо. It's funny, languages for me, although I love Spanish, it took me a long time to get the ear for it to click.
Yeah.
But learning languages is very good for our brain. It's very.
It really is.
It is. It's very good for keep our wits about us.
It's a big challenge, and if you really push yourself, and you get those rewards in the end when you actually can speak with someone from the country, which is such a wonderful experience.
How did you decide to study journalism?
I'd been so I had asthma as a kid, so. When my parents were in the push phase, they would probably push away from sports and push away into the creative part. So I went to stage school. I don't know, Stagecoach. I don't know if you know about this. It's a little Marbella. I don't know if they're still alive, but they it's musical sort of. So you study dance, drama, and music, and so it kind of gives you a nice creative base. And I got really into music and drama. Dance wasn't really my thing. And then drama, I like writing, and it's slowly, I thought, first thought was to fill out stadiums in Wembley and become a big musical artist, which thankfully through my guitar teacher and my mum, we thought that's maybe a bit of a risky idea.
Mum actually told you the truth?
Yeah, no, she was very supportive until my guitar teacher was like, let's calm it down, like, it's a great idea, but I'm not that passionate about it. You need to be incredibly passionate about it for that. And then I kind of turned into journalism because it's, at the end of the day, journalism is kind of just drama. You act around people and you ask them questions and you're on the radio and you present things in different ways, which is drama, and it's nice. And I like writing, I like learning about things.
Do you have a subject that you're passionate about in the sense of you see yourself in the future going towards sharing social issues? Do you have a particular passion? You write about music festivals?
Exactly, there is just so many things, and that's what I want to keep. I want to keep everything open. I have a lot of friends who are in journalism, and they are, I'm going to be a movie reviewer, I'm going to be a movie journalist, I'm going to be a motorsport journalist, which is all very like that, and I'm doing the opposite. I'm just writing about anything and hopefully finding myself through there. And if I don't, I just carry on writing about all sorts of things, whether it's political, whether it's movies or drama, or then I might dabble in, I don't know, wine reviews or something.
Well, say you're very young still, you just had a birthday, happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
You just turned 20, How long have you got left in university?
So I'm going into my second year, and I have 2 more years. It's a 3-year course.
What kind of things does your curriculum cover?
We're basically converted into powerhouses, into media houses. So I might have, in the morning I have reporting and writing, which is the perfect grammar and all of that. And then in the evening I have video editing, where we go out into London. They say film something exciting, which is always throwing us into the deep end. But yeah, we film something exciting, bring it back in, do a little voiceover, edit it, which is what is needed today, of just being able to produce content for everyone, for all types, for phones, for YouTube, for paper, for magazines.
How does it compare those experiences of filming and editing from university to now be recording a show here every week, and then also you've been going in to do the editing to put it all together?
It's the environment. It's actually being aware of what is happening around you and the people that you're interviewing, and just making sure that everything comes together. Of course, it's really easy to go with your own camera out into London, film whatever, and then bring it in. I get a 60%, that's all right, but it's more important than that, and it's more in the situation, and you just learn. You learn from everything, you learn from doing, which is really good.
You are a very doing youngster.
Yeah.
You've been volunteering for over 2 years with AAA, which is Marbella's Animal Rescue Centre, going walking dogs on a Saturday. So why did you decide to do that? For a kid to give up a Saturday morning, especially one like you, got a lot of friends, a lot of activities.
Jan, the guy who mainly controls in AAA, he came over to our school. And I do love dogs. I've always had dogs in my family, and he said, come walk dogs on Saturdays, and I went there, and it's just a completely different atmosphere, and it humbles you, and you learn about other people, and you learn about the situation that people are in and these dogs are in, and it gives you a completely different perspective on the world. When I meet people who haven't done any volunteering in their life, I know that they have a different mindset, that they don't have that sort of helping attitude yet, or they may have it but they haven't discovered it yet. Everyone has the helping attitude, but they just haven't, that it's really is just satisfying to give and not expect anything in return, or then search for what is in return, like the happiness in the dogs. That's what is in return to me. It's volunteering isn't all about just giving, but it's searching that satisfaction.
How do you get the satisfaction out of it? You took it a step further and you went to a lower, and now the school itself is also virtually adopting dogs. So you took it that stage further.
Every year group has their own dog that they can go visit, and as with all charities, they need funds, which is what we're helping with, and it's a really good program because it's good to just get kids to help out and not think that everything is to me, or then I need to do something to get back, because otherwise we're not going to get anywhere if we don't help each other.
We're really not, and I think a lot of people don't realise how much benefit and self-satisfaction you can get by actually giving help to somebody else.
And seeing familiar faces every Saturday and just supporting each other, and how is this going, how is your own dog, and you know, I never thought that I would be friends with 70-year-old women who go helping out, and really they are a ball to talk to because they have all sorts of views, and it's wonderful.
So it just goes to show, it gets you talking to people that normally you wouldn't even think about addressing.
Exactly, because you usually see them as, well, in my age, at that point, they were just teachers. To me, they were teachers, but no, they're actually humans as well.
Yeah, even though we get older, we're actually people.
they're always humans, and they always have their own opinions, and you get the wildest of points of views, and the wildest of, oh, I've been here and I've been there and I've done this, and I've met a man who offers boxing lessons in Sotogrande for €1, because he just likes boxing, and he used to be in the military, and he's got a very lucrative business, and he just, when he's not in the business, he's giving boxing lessons for 1 year, and like, where can you meet people like this?
Marbella.
Other than dog walking.
Exactly, getting involved with the community.
We're getting involved with any community, yeah.
Well, I can only congratulate you. I'm very, very grateful that you contacted me and that
I'm very
said
grateful
come
that
along.
you've given me this opportunity, because
What's
I wouldn't be
the
here.
worst part of
The worst part?
what you wouldn't have expected, like, oh, that's a
difficult one, because there really isn't, because everything that's uncomfortable, you can kind of transform it into something comfortable and enjoy it. I don't like being in the mindset that if this is bad, it's just going to carry on being bad. There's always some way to get out of it.
Gosh, you're just too good to be true. This kid's amazing. And what's the best part of all the things? What do you like the best?
Meeting people. Meeting you, meeting our cameramen, and just getting into their lives bit by bit, and letting them get into my life, and learning about different people. And then on the side, there's the learning, which is always useful and fun. But really, life is about the people, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And I think when you come back on your next holidays, we want you back. Jere, thank you so much. It really has been a pleasure having you collaborating with the show and doing your sections and reports. And
it's been so much fun.
I look forward to the next time. Thank you very much. Jere Johansson. Yay!
Nicole King.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the Zero Hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linea Directa has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you.
Thank you for joining us. It's been great fun meeting our guests and lovely to have you with us. If you'd like to watch recordings of our show, please go to our website, RTVMarbella.com. Also, you can hear recordings of Me Marbella Radio and check out my columns from the Euro Weekly News from our website. Thank you so much to the Harbour for hosting our show. It's really nice here, as is the marina in Marbella. It's one of those hidden gems that a lot of people have never discovered yet. So please do get yourselves down here to the Marbella Marina and check out the Harbour Restaurant. The kitchen's open all day, from the morning all the way through to the evening, so any time of the day is perfect. Well, that's it from me. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, y hasta mañana.